do our grocery list tonight, but I think I'm gonna put a little fun spin on it. There's bubblegum I'm chewing tonight, by the way. Rainbow bubblegum bowl. I'm going to share with you the meals we eat during the week. So get your pen and paper. Might give you some meal ideas. If you feel you're in a rut and are eating the same old things. You might really enjoy it. And at the same time, I will be doing a grocery list. And then I'll just hope that they're on sale when I go to buy the items. Reminder, turn down your contrast, your brightness on your device. Don't be so bright in your room. And maybe if it's not so bright in your room, you can fall asleep quicker and ease your hand. Perhaps you can be the winner in an ongoing challenge. First one, falls asleep, wins. I also want this relaxing bubble wrap paper that I've been enjoying. So if we have time at the end of this video, we might just have some soothing bubble wrap sounds to end our video and put us fast asleep. So, see. So my daughter, the other night, we just decided to write everything down for the week that we know we like to eat. So each night we won't have to think like, what are we gonna have tonight? What are we gonna have tonight? So what she did, she made 3 lists. List number 1 is a list of stuff that we make at home. And it's really a homemade meal. Second list is frozen stuff that we buy from the grocery store. And we fancy it up at home and make it our own. And the third is stuff from DoorDash. I guess I can share that last. But, in fact, some of these homemade meals have been scratched off for DoorDash simply because we like them better. Look at the top of the list here. My daughter has tacos. We used to make our own homemade tacos. They're pretty good. But I can tell my husband loves the tacos from Snapper Jack's. He gets the steak tacos. Snapper Jacks. Do you guys have a Snapper Jack restaurant? I'll put a link in the description box below. Our homemade burritos. We're really happy with our homemade burritos instead of Chipotle or Baja Fresh. And we start with the jumbo flour tortilla, the La Banderita jumbo flour tortilla, because it has a good seal option. Like, if you get it real hot, you roll up your burrito and you add water or sauce to the inside of the tortilla and hold it, it will really seal, so you can have a nice tightly wrapped burrito. So we start off with the La Banderita flour tortilla. We get some of that store-bought pork. It's like Del Rio has like a chili verde pork, or asada verde. It's one of those wonderful meats that you can find pre-made in the grocery stores in the refrigerated section. A carne asada or something similar. So we always come up with one of those meats, and we add. So in a bowl we put the meat. We make rice. We usually just have white rice, and we put black beans. We chop up cilantro. We chop up the scallions, and of course we have cheese and sour cream and guacamole, and hot sauce or pico de gallo. So what we do is, it's like in 2 stages. We heat the tortilla up, like really hot. But before we do that, in a bowl, we mix the meat, we mix the rice, we mix the black beans, cilantro, and scallions. And then whatever our sauce is that we like I like the Taco Bell mild sauce. My daughter likes a hot sauce. My husband likes the pico de gallo. So we mix that all together and we heat that up for a couple minutes. Then we put the tortilla in, heat that up for a minute until it's really hot. And then, right when it comes out of the microwave, we slather sour cream all over the tortilla, and we sprinkle our cheese, whatever cheese we want to have in our burrito. So then we scoop in the filling, and the filling is already heated up, nice and warm. It's already mixed. We scoot that in, and instead of plopping it in the middle of the tortilla, we plop it towards the bottom center of the tortilla. So that way we can fold up the bottom, fold up the sides, but it gives us a lot of rolling room. So we roll it up to the top and we leave a little flap. And we put some water on that little leftover flap, so that on the last turn, when we turn the burrito, it kind of seals it, and we just kind of let it sit there until the tortilla is sealed to itself. So when you pick it up, it's so nicely wrapped. And we've been really happy with that. It's taken us a few weeks to kind of come up with our own recipe. But right now, let me just write down. We need some more tortillas, banderita tortillas. tortillas. And guys, I'm just using this, my order form, my order list, writing it on the back. La banderita, sour cream, our shredded cheese. We need our hot sauce, scallions, cilantro, rice, white rice, and carne asada, or any kind of like a shredded pork or shredded steak. And then you just add your own sauces to it and make it your own. So, and guacamole. Sometimes when we add guacamole in there, oh my goodness, it's almost like a restaurant burrito. That's how much we love it. Okay, so I think it's time for bubblegum ball refill. Okay, so next up, all right, this is definitely homemade. My husband loves BLTAs. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, avocado, and but lately we found such a delicious guacamole that instead of just smashing up avocado and adding it to it, my daughter's been slathering guacamole sauce on one side of the toast. So I know everybody thinks, oh, like BLTA is a BLTA. You know, how can you have a special recipe? Well, believe it or not, a BLTA made on sourdough toast. If you start off with sourdough, the San Luis sourdough bread, if you toast that and start off with buttered sourdough toast, oh my goodness. What a difference in the taste of your sandwich. So, start off with San Luis sourdough. If you buy it at Costco, you almost get 2 loaves of bread for the price of one. And we use, for the tomato, we use those big, either beefsteak tomatoes or steakhouse tomatoes. We just try to find the biggest tomato that will kind of fit when you put it on the bread, that it's so wide in diameter that it will fit on the bread, instead of putting a lot of tomato pieces. I think it's called a house tomato or a steakhouse tomato. Whatever the biggest roundest tomato we can find. And then, so we toast the bread, put butter on it, both pieces. And then on one side, my daughter puts avocado, smashes up some avocado. But just recently, we've been exchanging a guacamole. I really like, but I don't know. We'll just see how long that lasts. My husband might get tired of the guacamole and just want to go back to the avocado, but and then on the other side, I have some toast butter, and we put mayo. Then of course, the lettuce and the bacon. And my daughter says she likes to put the bacon on top of the guacamole or on top of the avocado because it really stays well. And then she puts the lettuce and tomato on the other side of the bread. And she likes to use, for some reason, I think she's been using iceberg lettuce. But I think the red leaf, for some reason, I think the red leaf lettuce goes better with a BLTA. So let's write down our ingredients for that one. Steakhouse large tomatoes, San Luis sourdough bread. We need mayo. We need red leaf lettuce. I think we need more bacon. And avocado / guacamole. My husband loves this. Me, not so much, but my daughter has never made me the sandwich her way. Maybe I should have her do that, and maybe I'll be addicted. Okay, what else does she have on here? She has a hamburger / White Castle. That's another fun. Kind of homemade, but not really, because we start off with a White Castle. And so what we do is, my favorite is to get the White Castles. We get 4 White Castle sliders, but we only use the bread, 2 pieces of bread. A lot of the bread we just set aside. So in this Whopper of a burger, we put 4 patties, and we just use a bottom bun for the bottom, and we also use a bottom bun for the top. So when you eat it, the bread is flat on both sides. It's not like a traditional rounded bun on top. And then, so we take that White Castle taste and we turn it into like a traditional hamburger. So we have, in between those 4 patties in there, on each bun, we have mayo. We just divvy it up. Mayo, mustard, ketchup, and relish. So I think we put mayo on one bun, we put ketchup on the other one, and then in between the patties, we put relish and mustard and sometimes we add scallions, extra scallions, even though it comes with onions on there. So that's kind of our own hamburger. Instead of going out to the grill or starting our own hamburger from scratch, we take a White Castle and convert it into our own hamburger. So, that White Castle, with or without cheese. And then we already have mayo, ketchup, mustard. We need relish, and the jumbo beefsteak or house tomatoes. Again, we just love to get the big jumbo tomato. So you just put 1 tomato on there without a bunch of piecemeal. And in place of pickles, we use relish. Those are tomatoes. And again, the red leaf lettuce. And sometimes I like to put chopped up black olives on mine every once in a great while, but nobody else likes the chopped up black olive, so I don't do that. Oh, and here's another. This is another kind of improvising for our chili. I've mentioned this many times. It's just so simple. We start off with the Wendy's chili. You know, the chili you get from the Wendy's fast food place. We usually start off with two large chilies. And we drain, in a colander, we drain the juice out. Get as much juice out. So then we have two bowls. We have a bowl of the sauce and we have a bowl of the chili and the meat and the beans. So we each make our own bowl. We get the meat and the chili. Then on the side, we've already made extra hamburger, because that's usually what we're missing. When we order chili, we want more meat. So we scoop the chili into our bowl, and we go over and we usually add more hamburger that we've made at home. You know, seasoned hamburger with salt and pepper, and add it into the Wendy's chili, because it seems to never have enough hamburger or meat. And then slowly add back the sauce so that it's not like a ton of sauce. Sometimes our Wendy's chili is too runny with too much sauce and not enough meat and beans. So when we have it at the right consistency, get that scalding hot, and then we get a huge handful of cheese. Oh, I need to write down finely shredded Mexican cheese. And that's what we use also for our, remember earlier I gave you our burrito recipe. The cheese that we use is the finely shredded Mexican style cheese. But the fun part about the chili is to get it scalding hot in the microwave and put a huge handful of cheese on top and let that melt. Sometimes my husband likes to squirt some sour cream on top. But instead of that, I like to put those, are they peppercino chilies? Those delicious chilies that sometimes you get with the peppercino chili. Sometimes you get them with a pizza. They're not the banana or cherry pepper chilies. They're the ones that have a little punch. Sometimes I like to put that on top of my chili and cut up little pieces of that throughout my chili. I'm not sure what they're called. I'm calling them peppercinos, but I'm not sure if that's the right name I'm looking for. But they're green. They're not jalapenos, and they're not the yellow peppercino. Okay, so next we have the other stuff is kind of boring. Spaghetti. There's nothing really special about our spaghetti. It's like any easy, simple, traditional spaghetti you'd find. Meatball spaghetti, meat sauce. But one thing we do, these are frozen meals that are so delicious. A lot of times we don't even have to do anything to them. It's such a delicious frozen meal that we just love them the way they are. The best frozen meal out there is Angelo's. Where's my paper now? Angelo's frozen meals are delicious. We get the Angelo's. They have an eggplant parmesan. It is so good, like a restaurant, that all we do, and eggplant parmesan traditionally doesn't come with meat. But what we've enjoyed doing is we've enjoyed getting Italian sausages on the side, cooking up Italian sausages, or Italian sausage, crumbling it all up, and just kind of adding a little bit of Italian sausage to the eggplant parmesan. I don't know how we got into doing that, because we've always loved eggplant parmesan by itself. But one night we added crumpled up Italian sausage. Oh my goodness. Now we can't go back. And we always on the side, we have garlic bread. But just this week, we did a little change up. And we, instead of garlic bread, I ordered garlic bread sticks. Oh my goodness. So we're having more fun now with the garlic bread sticks than with the actual garlic bread. I need another bubblegum ball. So in fact, just talking about that eggplant of the crumpled up Italian sausage. Now I want to have that for supper tonight. And so we're gonna get garlic bread sticks. And garlic breadsticks. Oh, capers to add to the salad. It's another fun thing we've been doing. Capers to our salads. We've been adding capers. So that's a good Italian meal. Bernstein's Italian salad dressing. Again, Bernstein's Italian salad dressing. You can get a better buy if you get it at Costco. They give you 2 of them for a really cheap price. And okay, so there's that. Same thing with their chicken parmesan. Angelo's frozen chicken parmesan meal. So you have to be careful because it's similar to the eggplant parmesan meal. But so 1 week we'll have eggplant parmesan. The following week we'll have chicken parmesan. Angelo's, that must be like an Italian company or something. They're that good with their Italian frozen meals. And same thing. You don't have to do anything. It comes out of the oven that good. And we'll add, of course, we always add our own Parmesan cheese topping or shredded mozzarella topping. And we'll do the same thing. We'll add capers to the salad, and we'll have it with bread sticks, garlic bread sticks or garlic bread. And, enchiladas. And Annie's, or no, is it Amy's? Amy's enchiladas. Cheese enchiladas. If you want, I've talked about this for years, if you want a store-bought cheese enchilada meal, tastes like a restaurant, it's Amy's cheese enchiladas. And don't get they have another one, they have like a combo meal. Doesn't taste near as good. We always get the cheese enchiladas. You get 2 of them in a package, like about $5. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Throw it in the microwave, get it scalding hot, top it with finely shredded Mexican cheese and your own chopped up cilantro and sour cream and tomatillo sauce or pico de gallo. Oh my goodness, it's like you're at a restaurant. And some chips on the side and a little salad and you're all set. Oh, that's Amy's cheese enchiladas. It's gluten-free, by the way. And the other Italian meal, my husband loves Italian food, is there's a lasagna meal from the same company. They have the best. If you want a frozen Italian meal, I would suggest Angelo's. They are the best. So again, we will get the Angelo's lasagna. It's that good. It's just like a restaurant. Pop it in the oven or then throw it in the microwave. Get it scalding hot. Get a huge handful of mozzarella cheese. Let it melt on top. Oh my goodness. So really, we have 3 Italian meals that we rotate. 1 week with the lasagna, 1 week the chicken parm, and 1 week the eggplant parmesan. My husband is really hungry for Italian. He'll take 2 Italian meals in 1 week, but usually we rotate those 3. I've got capers already on the list. Capers. We already got the Bernstein's Italian. We do like the Ken's blue cheese or Bob's Big Boy blue cheese. And for our salads, we used to get the ready-made box lettuce. We don't do that anymore. We just get the old-fashioned heads of lettuce, and we rotate between red leaf lettuce, the green leaf lettuce, romaine, and iceberg. Red leaf, green leaf, romaine, and iceberg, all organic, and we just rotate it. And purple cabbage, scallions, capers, and occasionally we like to top it with the French fried onions, those fried onions. Looks like our salad list for the week. And our fun meal, Costco. Polish dogs or hot dogs, whatever they are, they're delicious. And that's a very simple one. We get the Francisco seeded buns. There's a bread company called Francisco. We used to always get their buns. But at Costco, you can get the Francisco seeded buns. And throw a Kirkland beef frank in there. They're huge. Beef frank. Kirkland brand. I'm pretty sure that's what the store uses when you buy their hot dogs there at the store. Delicious. We are so happy with making our own Costco hot dogs at home. We don't even crave going to Costco just to get the hot dogs anymore. From Costco, we just buy their beef franks, Kirkland brand, and the Francisco seeded buns, and we're all set. And we throw in our own Grey Poupon, ketchup, relish, and chopped up onions. It's just like Costco. And my husband loves that. He likes to have that once a week. Like, here's the sad part. Before Costco ever came to town decades ago, I cooked all these meals. Because my mom's Italian. I cooked eggplant parmesan, I cooked lasagna, I cooked chicken parmesan. But we have found such delicious meals through Costco that my husband will agree to. He loves my cooking. And I've even agreed that, my goodness, the stuff we can get at Costco and some of these other frozen food meals are so good that we don't mind buying that and saving us our time preparing it from scratch. That's how good the meals are. Hot dogs, enchiladas, lasagna, and then it's just a little added extra stuff that we used to cook at home, and I'd make a grocery list that we no longer are doing at home. So we've kind of crossed this off our little grocery list that we now get on DoorDash for some fast food is Jersey Mike's deli sandwiches. We used to get all the deli meats and the breads and stuff, but Jersey Mike's, if you haven't tried Jersey Mike's, their sandwiches are so good. We've opted out making them at home for a while. That from now on, when we want a deli sandwich, it's Jersey Mike's. So, Jersey Mike's. We already mentioned Wendy's chili. And I already mentioned tacos. We no longer make our own tacos because we're real happy with Snapper Jacks. They have the best steak tacos. And ours at home can't compete. So, Jersey Mike's, Wendy's chili, Snapper Jacks tacos. Like I said, I'll post that link to Snapper Jacks if you're not familiar with them. They also have a delicious bean and cheese burrito. My daughter and I love bean and cheese burritos with green sauce. We don't even make them at home. We can't make them near as good as Snapper Jacks. Also, Del Taco. Del Taco has the best bean and cheese burritos with green sauce and red sauce that we won't make it at home anymore. If you crave bean and cheese burritos with red or green sauce, Del Taco is delicious. Oh my goodness. I'm making myself hungry just talking about all these restaurants. So what we have here is we kind of, like I said, we have 3 lists. We have a list of stuff we make at home, stuff that we don't make at home anymore that we buy because it's that good, that delicious. We found meals you can buy that are that good. And the stuff we don't even make anymore because we can find it better at a fast food restaurant. And then, of course, stuff we do make at home. And that stuff that's also kind of like half store-bought and half our own. Do you guys do that? Remember Sandra Lee? Do you remember that lady on the food channel? She was like that. She would have all these recipes and good ideas, but they were never from scratch. She would show you how to get like a store-bought something and dress it up and make a whole more delicious meal out of it. But so that was my grocery list. I just did it backwards today, didn't I? instead of looking at the ads for the sale items, I shared recipes with you and meals with you, wrote down the ingredients. And I'm just gonna go to the store and hope the items are on sale. So we're just gonna close off tonight's video.